Hello everyone, Elias5891 here with another KTANE module tutorial. This time, we're hitting the switches module. This one is independent of edge work, so we can dive right into it. The idea behind this one, and I'll probably solve a few as we talk about this, is you've got a bunch of switches, 5 of them specifically. Some of them are in the upward position, some are in the downward position. And you've got a bunch of lights kind of pointing to which ones it wants in the end to be up or down. So for this first one here, I start with the first two down, the third, fourth, and fifth up. And in the end, I only want the second one up and the other four to be pointing down. So my end goal is to get somewhere like here. Likewise for this one and this one. Now, the speed that I did those probably hints to you that there's some sort of trick to it. But let's talk about the actual mechanics of it first. The idea on your manual page is you have a set of what I would consider invalid states, kind of decoy areas, ones you don't want to reach. For example, I can't see right now, so I'm going to just do this and this to finish this one. And yeah, and this one. Okay, so let's look at this one here. Notice I've moved everything to the downward position. My goal is to have the first one and the third one up. Now the order matters, because if I try to move the third one up, that's going to be a strike. Reason being, if I did move the third one up, it would be down, down, up, down, down. It would be only the third up. If you look over here at your chart, this first line right here is down, down, up, down, down. Only the third one up. That's an invalid state. This is somewhere I can't get the module to. I get a strike if I try to get it here. Conversely, however, if I try to lift the first one first, that would be up, down, 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 or only the first one up. That's not on this list as an invalid condition. So I'm free to do that. And now if I move the third one up, the first and the third alone is not an invalid position, and it's what I'm looking for. So I'm done. Likewise here on the back, all down is fine, so I can move the second one. Only the fifth one being up is fine, so I can move the fifth one up. Only 4 and 5 up. And notice I've numbered them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So moving the fourth one up, I match that position. This is not an invalid one. Some of them, it's kind of easy to guess what you might need to do. But guessing is not a good solution, because if you just kind of haphazardly guess things, you could blow up. So as the expert, or as the diffuser, let's start with him. As the diffuser, the way I like to read it out is of the switches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like to say which ones are up and which ones I want up in the end. So for this one, I would say, okay, I've got switches 2, 3, and 5 up. I need 4 and 5 up. And as the expert, I can go write that down. 2, 3, 5 up. 4, 5 up. Goal. So then you can kind of be like, okay, well, I can do 2 and 5 up at the same time, so I can drop that one. And I can do 5 up by itself, so I can drop that one. And I can raise 4 up with this, and we're done. Or this one, I've got 1, 2, 4, 5 up. I need 1, 2, 3, 5 up. I'm sorry, I need only 4 up. And sometimes you may go a roundabout route. This particular one, trying to get just 4 to be the only one that's up, there's a couple different ways you could go about getting there. I could lower 5 because then I would have 1, 2, 4 up, which is not an invalid. Actually, it is. 1, 2, and 4 up would be an invalid state here. So I can't put 5 down. If I put 1 down, then I've got this state. If I put 2 down, then I've got this state. Well, you can kind of take extra steps. You don't have to do the bare minimum number of theoretical steps. Just because I need to switch 3 of these total, 1, 2, and 5, doesn't mean I can only take 3 steps. So for this one, I might go, okay, well, let's put 4 down. Then I can put 1 down, 2 down, 5 down, and 4 back up, and we're done. Same sort of, oh, lots of them are just 4 up, actually, so. Now, you'll notice as I'm doing these, and I'm intentionally doing them a little quick to give you a chance to see what strategy I'm using. Because there is one. There's a couple things about what I'm doing as I zoom through these. As you go through them, there's only 10 states total. Based on that, there's 1 or 2 little tricks you can use to do this more effectively. I'm actually going to put that at the end of the video after I do my sign out, if you're curious what that is, because I want you to have a chance to solve it for yourself. I don't want to just give it to you, but if you're curious, if you've done this one a couple times, watch the end of it. I can't stop you from watching the end of it anyway, so it's up to you. So I'm going to blank out the screen for a moment, except for the manual page. I'm going to give you 1. Pause. Come back and I'll do it my way, but keep in mind that your way may also be valid. Alright, for this switches that I'm going to give you guys, I currently have 1, 2, and 5 up. And my goal is to have 4 up by itself. So I currently have 1, 2, 5 up. My goal is to have 4 up. Go ahead, pause it, see if you can find a path to the correct answer. Then we'll come back and I'll show you one possible solution, keeping in mind that there are many. Alright, that's this one here that I gave you. 1, 2, and 5 up. We want 4 up. The way I personally could do this is 1 goes down, 2 goes down, 5 goes down, 4 goes up. And that's switches. And then, I mean, once you find a method that works for you, a trick perhaps, then these are extremely quick. These are like freebie modules almost. So this is a good one to practice. See if you can pick up on on something that makes it just a little bit easier. But anyway, that's it for me. Whoops, missed one. That's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the section down below. Otherwise, until next time, this has been Elias. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and don't explode. Thanks, guys. Alright, if you're here, then you wanted to hear my secret technique. You wanted to know how I did those so fast. The way is, there's a really simple way to do these. With 4 exception cases, what you want to do is you want to move all of the switches from an up position to a down position, and then the ones you need, you want to raise back up to an up position, and you want to do them in a certain order. With 4 exceptions, you're going to move left to right to put them all down, and right to left to put them all up. Left to right to put them all down, right to left to put them all up. Left to right, put them all down, right to left to put them all up. And you may have caught on that I was doing that in the other one. Now, the trick is there are a few exceptions to that rule, 4 of them specifically. If you have, and we're going to talk about when we're moving them down, if you have 1 and 3 as the only 2 you need to move down, you can't do those left to right because 3 alone being up is a bad state. So for this one, instead of going the traditional order of 1, then 3, you're going to go the opposite order, 3, 1. Likewise, if you have just 2 and 3, same exact thing. You have to do the 3 first, then the 2. The other 2 cases, if you have everything but a 3, or everything, The idea is to clear out the third and the fourth first. So clear out the third and the fourth, and then do the rest left to right. So for this one, just left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left. This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all up. That's one of my special cases you'll see here. So I need to do it in this order. 3, 4, 1, 2, and that I don't actually need to finish because that's already done. So let's go ahead and finish this one up. And you'll notice no strikes, so long as I keep those rules and those special conditions in mind. Here we go. 1, 3 is a special case. I have to go in the other order. 3, 1, and then right to left to lift. And there we go. We did 11 in 2 minutes and 13 seconds, like that. Now, if you're doing these, putting them down, you need to do them in this order. Likewise, if you're lifting them up, if you're moving from all of them being down to, say, 1, 3 being what you want up, which maybe I'll get lucky and see one of the special cases on an up, and I can show you. If not, we'll just talk about the rule. I need the lights on. Put your lights on. Here we go. So 1, 3 I need on. So normally I would do 3, 1, but no. Just like with the moving them all down, I had to kind of go in the other order, 3 then 1. I'm going to take these special rules and do them right to left. So I'm going to do 1, 3, 1, 3. Are there any other special rules for the answer? Here's the 1, 3 again. 1, 3. And here's all 5 of them. So I need them all 5 on. I look at the rule for all 5. This is how I put them down. So to put them all up, I do this right to left order. So 5, 2, 1, 4, 3. And that's it. That's kind of the trick I use. I mean, 4 cases. These two kind of go somewhat together. These two kind of go somewhat together. If this doesn't make sense, that's okay. You'll find your own method. If it does, you're welcome for the little hint. I hope it benefits you well. But that's it for this little extra section. Thanks for watching this part as well. Bye, guys.